All my life I've been with intellect, but the flow is like incest with degenerates. Fucking stupid and fine of interest as I interject. I'm moonwalking my boo's footsteps when I'm on set. Smooth predator boarding the mothership for conquest, cause I'm next. I'm sorry if I'm too witty and a screw loose, so try to fix something to do with me as I cruise the beat with fluency of what's true to be. And truthfully, I miss the way that it used to be. You say you gifted, had to prove it, B. Set a date, step up to the plate and seize opportunity. Let the viewers of the music see me pay hip-hop gratuity as I chew the beat, influencing UMCs with microphone fever. Married to the game with little intention to leave her, as long as she act right and not like a diva. A little less Cardi B. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes. I'm watching the ships.
Hey. I wasn't supposed to play that. Yo, this is also a test, but welcome everybody. I highlighted everybody in the chat. Tracy, what's the first? Sour Patch Kid, Claudia. How are you, Claudia? We finally meet live. Okay, that's it. Could be a few people in the clouds. How are you guys? But no, I just came live. Well, because somebody suggested it. I didn't even think that I would. But it seemed like there was some things that people wanted to get out. I know there was at least one thing that I could speak on that's been around the sector, but I wanted to drop the link and offer people a chance to speak that may be up in these wee hours, okay? The night owl crew. I caught it, my baby. Okay, yes, yeah, better say, hey, I'm fine. I've been here. Oh, I've been here before. Okay. No, oh yeah, I remember. I remember like once before, but no doubt. But that's all I wanted to do. How's my audio? Am I glitching? I had great difficulty firing up this live. Like stereo kept trying to throw me off or get me stuck. So the screen changed. It changed to this dark tone. You know, like the inside of the StreamYard is kind of on the light side. Everything turned charcoal black. Like, what the hell am I looking at? For every action that I would push, a window would come up or a warning or that would tell me that things are running slow or some shit. So I'm looking. I'm not seeing anybody. So I guess you guys aren't biting, but it's not a big crowd either. But people have been talking about the issue of race and colorism, and I got into a discussion on Carrie's platform, and it was with the sister that was speaking about like the societal implications of white supremacy. She was calling it white supremacy, and how we're in this system and it's this global system. And I kind of wanted to speak to that, and I kind of wanted to speak to it and how I see race. Because the only reason I bit, and it was, hey, you guys, it was a healthy disagreement. But I disagreed with the sister. But the only reason I did is because I heard her say, but in so many words, I forget how she put it. I'm not quoting, but I'm definitely paraphrasing. But she put it like, hey, we're under the system, and if they determine that you are, then therefore you are. And that's the very thing, when it comes to race, that's the very thing that I push back against, because it still doesn't mean that you are. And I do, and I understand that. Like, I can give many examples in which like people that may appear to be black but aren't black because they may be 50% black, meaning that they're biracial. Like, they have one black parent and another non-black parent, you know, and these people may have like Afro texture hair. They may not be the lightest in complexion, and they will face the same like obstacles that some darker complected people would face, and they would, because they appear to be black. And you know, they would face what other black people would face, like in turn, some examples like being profiled, right? That could be an example. Not being able to wave down the cab, you know, that could be an example. Crossing the street, minding your business, and then all of a sudden you hear the thumping of the locks going down, and the cars that are waiting for you to go by, like waiting for the red light, those cars, like, or you minding your business and passing a white woman, and as she passed you, I actually had a white woman run from me one time. Actually, it's been more than once. It's like twice in my life, but without me even paying attention, like not even thinking about it. But some people are like that. But I'm talking about like when they like if you get into an elevator with one, she may like clutch her purse close to her body as if you want her purse, or as if you want anything on her. So like these are things like that some biracial people could very much face, that black people face, like being followed in stores by Asian store owners or non-black store owners, like these examples. So like, and she was calling this white supremacy. She wanted to call it white supremacy, fine. And she was saying like, hey, it's this big system, it's this massive system, and it's global, and it don't really, at the end of the day, she was saying, at the end of the day, it don't really matter what you are. It matters how you're perceived. And I'm like, no. Like, and what I push back on is that don't determine your race. And I see people do that all the time. They make that mistake. Like, even with people who are proven to be non-black, and like they may have certain features that people associate with blackness. And but it may be proven that they're not black, like Sean King. And someone would point out like, well, yo, like if he was like in an urban environment and like police would profile him the same way they would profile me. But I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't that only determines that you're perceived to be black. That doesn't determine whether you are. Like, that's the whole thing. And people go to that, like where they say that treatment, like how you're treated in society, determines your race. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Like, and it doesn't. It definitely doesn't trump who you are. Like whether you have two black parents. Like that. That's what I'm saying. Like whether you have that biology, that makeup of two black parents, or one black parent and one white parent. That's two lines there. You know, you have two lineages there. You know what I mean? So no, like how you're treated does not. So like if someone know that he or she has a white mother, right, and this white mother is their biological mother raised them up into adulthood, up until they got up. Like just because they're treated similarly to black people, they can't then go around saying that they're black. Like, so that's what I was pushing up against. That's all I was putting. And there are certain like diseases and illnesses such as high blood pressure, stuff like that, that are more so where you see disparities along racial lines. I'm not saying that white people don't get sickle cell, but sickle cells people come to think of it as a black disease because of the disparities. Like how many black people get it compared to other people. So this is all I'm saying. You know, so like a biracial person probably wouldn't be as susceptible because of that white lineage for things like sickle cell. Like so that so how society treats you and whether you have access or how many doors are shut in your face, it still doesn't determine race. It doesn't, because she said that's the white supremacy is the thing that trumps it all. And you know, like I know it's there. You know, I would never like deny whether white supremacy is a thing. Like, oh, it's a thing. She said it's global. I can debate that. I know other people come to say that all the time. I hear it all the time. I don't know if it's exactly global, but it's in a lot of different places, I would say. Yeah, but there's definitely some places that aren't like really white ran. Even if there you can find people there who may want to increase that proximity to whiteness, if that makes sense. Like so, even if you find that there's numbers of people in their culture who want to, let's say, have blonde hair, even though that's not just a European feature. But a lot of people don't know that when they see other people of color with blonde hair, they think that, oh, they have white genes, but no, it actually happened two places in the world. One place was in Europe. The other places were among darker people of color that can be considered black. That's why Aboriginal people have blonde hair, and like the people of like South Pacific, those darker people, and Guinea, not the Guinea in West Africa, but what is it, Guinea-Bissau? Those black people there have blonde hair, and they don't have European genes. But yeah, it happened two places in the world. A lot of people think that they have blonde hair, like they must have mixed along the way in history. A lot of times that is the case, but not in those regions. Like when you look at the Aboriginals of Australia, like that didn't come from mixing with Europeans. But you can find that. Let me see. Oh yeah, because but then black people comes all those damn features. You know, like the way I guess genes go, and I can't speak about it the way like a geneticist could, but you know, like you get blue eyes from brown eyes. You know, blue eyes is a recessive trait. You know, you get lighter pigment skin from darker pigment skin that got lighter, because the lighter skin is more recessive. The genes that get that feature is more recessive. So you can never like start with light pale skin and like genetically and be able to create like the darker tones that we see. But you can only start with the darker tones. And as it mutates and mutates and mutates, you get your lighter, paler, and different features too, with their hair and so on and so forth. And and all of that shit falls into colorism. A lot of you guys are when colorism come up, you kind of like limited to just skin a lot of times, but a lot of that shit lands on features too, and the texture of hair. Um, there's certain like let's say Tatiana Ali from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She was of a darker tone. Like no one could never really call her light skin. But if you look at her features and particularly like her hair, that can open certain doors for her. That a person with for a woman with 4C type hair, she'll get the door shut right in her face. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it plays out. Let me see. I caught my baby. See, Tracy with the T. Okay, I'm not seeing any new messages in the chat, and I'm not seeing anybody biting at the link that I dropped for this open chat. So perhaps nobody has any thoughts. It doesn't even have to be on colorism. Let me see what I typed there. I wrote have something to say, so it could be about anything is open. Let's see. Okay, I see that Larry came in. Welcome. Yes, Papua New Guinea. Yes, I'm a little behind in the chat. Okay. Your perception is not your responsibility. So when doing the perceiving, yes. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Black comes in many shades. Our white counterpart feel like they have, let me see, have one shade white. And yeah, and let me just say this too. I do recognize that race is a social construct. So a lot of this shit that we even talking about are things that we attributed to it. But to speak about something more concrete, that's why I just went into like lineage, like lines and genetic. Like some people like literally think they have the power. Like okay, so I'm black, right? Let's say I come into a biracial person who has a black parent and a white parent. I've seen black people do this. And maybe they think that they're complimenting the biracial person, but it'd be like some disrespectful shit. Like let's say that the biracial person has like features that really the average person, that if this person didn't announce like, hey, I have a white parent, like you would never really guess it. It's not like right in front of your face. It's not like your typical or stereotypical biracial person, right? But I've seen like black people, maybe to show some type of bond and shit like that, and was like, yo, like taking away their mother and shit. Like, like you don't have that line, you don't have that lineage, you don't have a white parent. Look, you just black to me. And I'm like, you don't truly have to do that to connect with this person. You know what I mean? Because truly, like in science, there's only one race, and that's the human race. Let's see. Right there. Two color eyes, bright blue and brown. And yeah, some people would say green, but yeah, to me that's like blue. Then I'm just gonna call them exotic because I don't have a better word for it. But then they maybe like the exotic color eyes. Like I've seen some people with some weird ass eyes, but it looked grayish and shit like that, and it was actually their eyes. So you see Campbell's, BB Moore Campbell's daughter too. I don't know who BB Moore is. If she said Erica Campbell, right? It's dark right there. Lots of dark people with different texture here. Right. I personally believe the darker, the more beautiful. Definitely the more protected from ultraviolet rays. So that's where I'm at. I'm in the chat. Thank you guys for at least engaging. Any more messages? At least in the chat, because I see you guys ain't biting for the link. Let's see. I don't have anybody up here. All right. but that's what I meant. And I understood her position, but I just don't think that this system of white supremacy trumps everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in terms of like, if you have a line, you have a coach, especially if it's your mother. Do people know understand like how much apart mothers are like in the raising of a child to adulthood, like how that goes. Like you can't just X that out because somebody feature and like and then tell them like you don't have this whole yeah like yes they could have like had a whole bar mitzvah like on their white side. That's a whole rites of passage that brings a young boy into manhood. Like you can't just X that out. Like like they have biracial people, like they have like white culture, different things. Like and even if you appear um to be black, even there's rewards like just with having a white parent, especially when you move through life with them. And the white mother is saying, yes, like this is my biological child. Like I married a black man. And like and what's afforded to you. Like and what's afforded to you through your white parent, because your mother lived a white life. You know what I mean? Like she may have access to a lot of things that black people don't have, like generational wealth. thanks for letting me know. Yes, StreamYard was acting up again, and because I wasn't looking at that, I'm looking at another device or whatever. Um, yeah, it wasn't until I caught up with the messages. Thanks for looking out, Levon. Thank you. If you please like the video, yeah, please get the thumbs up. Yes, there you go. Finally, okay. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My dear lips can't describe it. Right? I gotta do my part. Yeah, yeah, ooh, yeah, 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 ah. All right. Okay, Cece. Keep on walking. I ain't talking. Y'all not gonna have me up here like Pass. That's for sure. I think I have some upcoming content on this dude. He's been misbehaving. Like, why? Oh, you know about that? It was inside that I cried. Wait a minute. How did that shit go? Damn. But I do remember that. Oh shit. So you know the stuff other people don't know. No long drawn out speeches, no sad songs goodbye. It was inside that I cried. It was inside that I cried. Don't be deceived by what you saw. It was inside that I cried. Right? The talks we had on stormy nights, I often rushed away. That's how it started. That's what I remember from the beginning. All right, but I'm about to hop off of here. Live has, life has been bestowed. Let's see. Not you knowing the verses. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew the verses. I used to be like parked in front of my, what was it, a radio back then? What did we have? Radios. Parked in front of my radio, listen to my favorite station. I was always the person, the earphones on, the Walkmans. That's what we had. 90s was like my time. Was it 90s? Oh, what's up, Rodney? Yeah. But you guys aren't biting at that link, and I'm looking in the chat, and the only person that I can see visibly that I've ever seen. Click a link. Let me get that right. Probably is right. Tracy dips in and out. You know what I mean? So. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cue some music up if I don't see a difference in the next, let's say, 2 minutes. I'm still reading the chat, you guys. But not those kind of links. I get it. Great. You and Queen Ken had something in common. Y'all got something in common. Yeah. You getting together. I think he bite links too. His mouth, well, his teeth looks like a mouthful of crustaceans. You heard? You see, like a mini crustaceans. Yeah, it's a sight to see though. All right, let's get it. I'll be back. Oh yeah, and people have been asking about the open mic, the who's next open mic. I don't have it like that where I can set it up every Saturday. Well, I'm prepared to. But what I mean by I don't have it like that is I don't have the lineup. I don't have like people reaching out to me and saying because I do it with the co-host. I could do it by myself, um, once or twice or whatever. But it's something that I would like to situate with different like with another co-host. So they don't have to be from stereo, but to get it popped off, like like a lot of different artists that launch their career. I mean that they've been doing their thing here for so many years, but it's not until they leave America and go to Europe and then build the following over there, and then that's when they blow up. Like that's when people start to recognize them. Then they can kind of come home and like do their thing because I kind of that's kind of why I did that. But I would like to recruit different people from here that could co-host and carry a karaoke type open mic event, meaning that they can fill in when people aren't clicking the link and just to keep the show moving forward. So let me see. I was talking about sausage links. Okay. But now that you mentioned he bite them too, exactly. Let's see. Get Tracy to promote it if you know the pieces will be here. A couple of them came out and it was the first time. But yeah, I'll see as time go on. I don't want to assume anymore. Not anymore. Nah. I did enjoy the co-host though, Almighty Mar though. And his little bag of tricks, especially with him reaching for a lot of them older songs and like a lot of it is nostalgia. I'll be over on stereo tomorrow, doing the Who's Next over there. And at the same time, seeing if I can recruit for Saturday. You know. I just need more work in sitting people down. Like when I bring them over here, well, I'm sorry, when I give them an invite. Yeah, like I've been disappointed. Like, and it makes you want to, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to burn bridges, but like depending on like how you find out, like I've been like disappointed. It's like, yo, like I have people that I have to answer to. Like, please don't be a no call, no show. Don't set things up with me like and do it that way. Like please, it makes me want to like drag you. Like it makes me want to get on this microphone and drag. Like if you weren't professional, I wish you would have said it. Please don't do that. Oh, hey, random crafting game. I don't know if you caught up with my last video. It's been some days, like 2 days ago. Yeah, it was like the highlights. I called it the highlights. Okay, and random crafting, she filled in as well. At some point, Almighty Mar, he had to bail out. Maybe something came up or whatever. But that's pretty much it with that, and then it can go. But I'm not gonna burn my. All I can do is put out the word. People have to reach out. Also, I could drop my IG for those who are interested. But you always have the comments or whatever. Yeah, and community board comments. You can reach out and video comments. I read them all. Okay, I'm going to ask questions anyway. But I really don't have one. Like it changes, but I like. Who is my favorite? No, can you put another word like adjective in there? Don't say your favorite. Say your favorite. Well, like your favorite contemporary artist. Like Like, give me a time frame, you know, or something like that. But say your favorite R&B artist. Say, I don't know, because it's kind of hard. But I'm really open to a lot of different genres. Like, so you can narrow what down, Claudia? Wait a minute, who's your favorite artist? I missed the last couple, but I will check it out. Everything is okay though, right? Yes, everything is fine. Random crafting gamer. Okay, who is your favorite artist? So I can narrow it down. Do you have a favorite? I don't think I do. Not when it's asked like that, but I probably don't. Yeah, because it's so open. But I have favorites. That's you know, and a lot of them are female. But I have like male favorites. Like I always say that I'm obsessed over Luther Vandross. Didn't say I sound like him, but I'm obsessed with the man. Um, Stevie Wonder, like, but those are a lot of different people grades or favorites. Just go here. Okay, cool. Just go here. I am multitasking because other CCs in the sectors are live too. Okay, no doubt, no doubt. This guy here. Okay, no doubt. Okay, well that's pretty much it. I think I'm about to hop off. Yeah, I made it an open chat. You guys are here to witness this. Okay. So when people tell me I don't do open chats, I'm gonna reference this topic and the others, because this wouldn't be my first time. But yeah, so I do. It's just that those that suggest it don't come around. And yeah, I'm still working with limited minutes. So I'm gonna find some music and be out of here, you guys. Let's get it. We don't need another hero. All right, let's get it. Hero, hero. No doubt, Claudia. You guys, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell, to receive notifications when I go live, even when I upload, you guys, so that you can come in, we can talk, bust it up until or whatever, exchange information. Let's get it. Exchange discussion. Let's get it. Like the video for me, please. If you have the power to share this video or any of my future videos, please do so. It helps out a great deal.